Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today I couldn't be more excited because we are getting back to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 41, and I think episode 40 ranks up there as like one of my favorite of the whole series. That was incredible. Cannot wait to get back into this story.
Yeah, what a great reveal. Absolutely loved it. Definitely ready, willing, and able to watch some more of this show because we didn't even get any Elric brothers the last one, so I want to see some more of their adventures now. Just in the post-credit.
Al's still hanging out in the snow.
Yeah.
We need some answers. But yeah, last episode, crazy reveal about Father and Hohenheim.
Oh, that was crazy.
The same person, but not really. But anyhow, let's see what's next.
Just never trust anything in a flask. Let's go!
Folks, before we get started today, we wanted to give a shout out to our official sponsor of our Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions, Stylin' Boxes. Stylin' Boxes are the perfect gift for collectors, super fans, and anyone obsessed with pop culture, because not only do they get a box full of awesome stuff,
they get the thrill of being surprised. You pick the theme. Movies, TV shows, horror, anime, retro cartoons, and what's inside is always a total win.
There are over 150 different boxes to choose from, and some of them include rare, hard-to-find items you just won't stumble across at the store.
Each box comes with 5 to 8 officially licensed items. Collectibles, wearables, mugs, props, socks, bags, blankets, stuff that makes you say, yeah, I'm definitely keeping this.
And here's the kicker. The value of what you get is always more than what you spend. So not only is it fun, it's actually a great deal.
And you don't have to worry about sizing. Every wearable item is one size fits all or adjustable. Hats, socks, blankets, bags. It's grab and go fandom.
And once again, all the items are high quality and officially licensed. No knockoff junk, just legit merch made for real fans.
So if you're shopping for a fan or you are the fan, Stylin' Boxes is a no-brainer.
Pick a theme,
open it up,
and get ready to wish that you had ordered too. You can get yours today at stylinboxes.com. Once again, grab yours today at stylinboxes.com.
You know, if all the boys need is a stone, you think Hohenheim would help his boys out and be like, I happen to be a bit of a stone myself.
But he can't just hand it over though.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Try not to get separated.
Henry, are you okay?
Let's put
Not
that down.
candles.
Dynamite! These are all sopping wet.
Quit dawdling.
Dawdling.
Oh, Cave's Oak's arch nemesis.
We can't take any risks with Kimberly and his men, so first chance you get, take out all 3 of them.
Oh. Ed didn't seem too cool with that.
No.
You're not planning on killing them, are you, Major?
Of course we are.
I say we should take Kimberly prisoner and try to get some answers. I mean, for all we know, he could be manipulating them somehow, forcing them to obey.
Yeah, could be.
You show mercy, and I guarantee it's gonna get you or your friends killed.
Al wouldn't like that either.
Especially if he's naive enough to think he won't have to kill anyone.
I'm just waiting for him to do something.
The Elric brothers have certainly chosen the more difficult path. I envy their conviction.
Well,
That's the old, that might work, this will work.
yep, that's what that is.
And what does this term mean? Aurelian.
Since gold is considered the perfect metal, these beings are also sometimes called Aurelians. It comes from the man who brought alchemy to Shing.
Like Hohenheim?
Sounds like Ed and Al.
Over here! The exit!
It's so bright.
The weather's clear.
Follow my lead.
We'll walk ahead to stomp down the snow and make a clear path for the rest of you to follow.
Don't have time to make snowshoes. His foot. Arrow. My
Just
elf.
hold on. We'll get you out of there.
I got stuck in the snow and then a blizzard buried me. I crossed the mountain to warn you guys.
Why would you even risk?
Olivier's not there anymore.
General Armstrong's gone.
Well, then what are we supposed to do?
We'll have to find someplace else.
Kind of up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
What?
Just follow me. There's a mountain village called Osbeck nearby.
Oh, he does know a place. Okay,
There
never
we
mind.
go.
I have been told that some of my people have taken refuge in the slums there.
Great idea, sir.
Well, isn't Mr. Kimbley gonna be suspicious if you just suddenly disappear?
Brother's got it all taken care of.
Spread out and carefully search your designated sector.
Yes, sir.
Did Ed just make another suit of armor?
Let's get going.
It's hard to move around in here.
Okay.
Hold on, brother.
They're headed down there. I guess he's figured us out. Position snipers.
Ooh.
Coming, brother.
Check the entrance for tracks in the snow.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's Edward.
What?
You should probably let the Briggs soldiers check the tunnels instead.
The fact that you're stopping me is proof that we're in the right place.
Look, I want to catch Scar.
You're
just-
trying to buy some time for your snipers.
As a matter of fact,
Aim carefully and fire.
What was that?
Kimbley! Son of a...
oh,
There's two men.
it's got more Chimera.
Yep. Wow.
Lions and bears. Look at Kimbley's so smug. Thinks he's got it all figured out.
Gods are...
Oh. Yeah, they'll be able to sniff them out, though.
We may not see you, but we can smell you.
Look at those claws.
No!
That one looks a lot like Wolverine, huh?
Yeah.
He went for the Polish hammer on him.
They know how to fight in low visibility.
Oh!
Oh.
Ow! Falling like that's gonna stunt my growth even more.
That's what he's thinking about, is stunting his growth.
4 boxes.
Whoa,
of
you might
dynamite.
want to keep your distance, guys.
It's too damp.
Do you happen to know what dynamite's made of?
It's nitroglycerin, isn't it? Isn't there ammonium nitrate in it? Nitric acid and ammonia.
All I want here is for you to tell me everything you know.
That's all I want. Make it easy.
I'll have to speed things up with
Oh,
this.
boy.
He's fast.
Yeah, because remember,
Oh.
different material.
Oh.
Too slow.
Too slow, Junior.
Oh, shit.
That.
You've given me a second chance to kill you.
Yep.
With another Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, shit.
Oh. The whole mine shaft just go up?
Oh, no.
Maybe Ed was able to create a stone box around him or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, look at.
Damn it.
Can we turn those guys against Kimbley, too? Oh!
You're kidding.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
That is quite the oblique shot there, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm being pulled back again. My body.
Oh.
Please wake up!
Oh.
This situation's real fuck, you guys.
I won't make her cry.
There you go. Turn them into allies.
What made you decide to rescue us?
I can't pull this out of my stomach on my own.
Oh.
It's not like we were given orders to kill you. You're gonna bleed to death pretty quickly once I pull this out.
As soon as it's out of me, I'll close up the wound. I did some research on it.
Yep.
Some research. I read about it online.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use my own life force. Don't really have time to think about
I
it.
suppose it's either now or...
Sounds like you're sure.
Yeah, I'm ready. Picture myself as a single mass of energy.
Oh!
Oh, shit.
Use the energy, just like the stone.
Oh!
Did he make it?
Can't kill me that easily.
Oh, it actually worked.
All right.
won't last for long.
Then you need a real doctor.
I've got to stop Kimberly.
You know who can help him? Mm-hmm. She's with Al right now.
There's no way you can fight Kimberly in your condition.
There's the stone. I was going to say it fell down the shaft.
Well.
I guess Mr. Kimberly must have lost it. Quit calling that freak mister.
Give it to Ed.
They're not just going to hand that over.
Let's just hold on to our freedom and let the bastard think we died in the rubble.
Give him the stone.
We do owe him our lives, after all. We gotta find him a doctor.
All right.
Turn enemies into friends.
Did that with the
Allies.
last two. Last two Chimeras did the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, they're prisoners right now, but yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this one didn't have a post-credit, but 42 through 44 does. So,
All right.
Man, what a great follow-up episode. I mean, again, Al and Ed, the Chimeras, they're showing them another way, and they're turning them into allies once they're just able to talk to them outside of the fighting. And once Ed saved their lives, they came around. So a great episode. The fact that Ed was able to heal himself was wild. The fight with Kimberly, I thought he had the upper hand, but of course we know that Kimberly has 2 stones. But I didn't expect Kimberly to lose the shard of a Philosopher's Stone or one of his Philosopher's Stones. And now that's what they need to get Al's body back. And one of the Chimeras has it in his pocket, and they're carrying Ed to find a doctor. I mean, a lot of things could really go right here. In the fact that Al's body is trying to pull his soul out of him because with Ed being injured, I'm assuming that that's how that works. But yeah, just the whole idea of this whole series is done so well because yes, there are enemies and they all have their interesting backstories on who they came to be and how, as we saw with episode 40. But it's just like it seems like anybody can almost be turned to what we would consider the good side, just given the right conditions and having things explained. Like, everybody from the Chimeras to the soldiers that are working with Kimberly, they're all just following orders because they have to, because I think at some level they fear for their own lives. And I think once you take that away, I think it shows that they'll generally, for the most part, do the right thing or the humane thing for the greater good, whatever you want to say. It just seems like once you take away that threat to them, that they kind of have a live and let live idea. So I really find that interesting in that we don't have just our usual, I always use the expression paint by numbers, but just bad guys who are bad because they're bad and there's no other explanation other than they're bad. So I just love the depth and development we have, even with what you consider side characters with our 2 new Chimeras here. They gave us a lot with them and really, even the limited amount of time they had, really developed their characters and the back and forth that they had. They're like, hey, we never got the orders to kill him and he saved our lives, so we kind of owe him. So I just really thought that was great, and it's what makes the show unique. And this episode is certainly a great example of that. But man, just with Kimberly, I thought once Ed got the cut on his hand and screwed up his symbol there, that he wouldn't be able to do what he had to do. But of course, with having the extra Philosopher's Stone, it didn't seem to matter and just brought down the whole mine. I wasn't sure that they would find the shard of the other stone. That was cool that they had that in there. But yeah, that was just wild. And because we saw what Kimberly's capable of early on, how he's able just to bring down just massive destruction. And now with Scar leading our crew away, Al gave him the info that the fort's not safe. What are they going to find in this new village? Just, man, this episode just really set us up, I think, for multiple episodes down the road to kind of expand on just what we got right here, as well as all the different characters now and their personalities and how that's all going to play out. Because, I think it's not going to take much for our 2 new Chimeras to get turned to helping the boys out. So that'll mean they'll have 4 of them. And it's like our army just kind of keeps growing a little bit, and we're going to need everybody to try to stop the father and what he's up to. So yeah, another just awesome episode.
Yeah, I was thinking at when you're saying adding more to our army, I'm just going to go back. At the beginning of the opening credits, like he's standing there by himself and then it's him, then Al, and then it seems people keep popping up around him.
joining, yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's like some sort of symbolism because like they sometimes have hidden little things in the opening credits for us that we're like, oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? So for me, seeing that, it makes my gears turn, especially when you were saying that they're adding more. I mean, they got 2 more Chimeras that are more than likely going to be on their side. Like they said, Mr. Kimberly, he's like, don't even call him that anymore. He ain't our boss. He didn't care whether we lived or died. So he at least saved our lives. So I think we're going to start to see that we're going to start growing a bigger army that are going to start to push back on everybody that has been, because I mean, I don't know if the Chimeras have souls or whatever, but they're going to be just as the same, getting their souls taken out to feed for the big Philosopher's Stone if they're not down there, which I highly doubt they will be.
Well, and the boys' whole point is to not kill. That's their whole point.
Yep.
So how could they have that be their general philosophy and then start a war, which is what they're trying to avoid, to take these people on? So I think by turning them is going to be the key.
Yeah, and so like as you see all these more people popping up with them, you're getting the sense of, okay, we're going to hopefully have a rise up against this against Father, because I mean he is super powerful. We saw like Scar could barely even touch him. I mean, and Scar from what we've seen has been super powerful until Ed got lighter. He was able to be a little faster than when he used to be. And so he was able to hold his own against them, especially like we know when Ed has time to think, he's a lot better than when he has his emotions trying to take over. Then he gets sloppy, he gets too angry. So then he goes way faster than when he needs to. So when he's able to think, that's when he's able to do more damage. But then also in this episode, so hopefully we start getting that, but like, he is so against, even doing any of that stuff that he was going against Miles about, no, we're not gonna take him out. We can't take out Kimberly. We need the information, which is great when like he goes to Kimberly, all I want is just everything That's all you want.
That's all I want.
That's all I want. It's all I came here for. After that, you can go live your life of freedom and and enjoy yourself. So, so then Kimberly is teaching him again. It was great the way he said that and put that in a fight. He's like, look, you gave me your strategy, which was to not take me out. And that is the wrong strategy for someone that's willing to take you out, because that means we know you have a place that you're willing to stop. I'm not willing to stop. Yep. And then basically put down a whole building on him and sent them down the mine shaft. Fortunately, he was able to do some of his alchemy to be able to heal himself very quickly, but he needs to see a doctor, or he needs to see, May. She could help him. She could easily fix him up. Yep. And, before she had her crush on Al, she had a crush on Ed. So maybe she will help him out with that, because eventually, we got to get these guys all back together. And, now with Al battling with his body once again, or his soul rather, once again. So now he's out of commission and they're not going to be able to carry him. He's going to be so heavy, just like what was that Mark that was in Alphonse's armor that that he whipped up quickly, and so that was going to be tough to try. And you can only pretend to be Al for so long, and how heavy that was, nobody would be able to. That was like, that's worse than a knight's uniform.
Brother, wait.
Especially the way he did it. And I'm even wondering if this sniper would have even been able to do anything to him. Because
would it have mattered?
He had two stones at the time. Yep. There was no way anything was going to happen. But then again, because Kimberly is smart and smug, he just creates a snowstorm, and that way don't have to worry about a thing. But also, like I said, having time to think. How does Ed outsmart the 2 Chimeras? Oh, they have overwhelming noses. Well, I'll take care of that with ammonia. Boom. So once again, really good episode, and it's just fun sometimes watching the way that Ed fights, just because he sees it so many different ways. So then when he does his inner monologues, it brings you into the fight with him, and like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I wouldn't have thought of that on the fly.
Yeah, so. When he's able to focus, he's on another level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another really solid episode. Just the back and forth between Ed and Kimberly was pretty intense. I don't know, man. That the fact that Kimberly, buried him down the mine shaft, sent a few chimeras after him. I mean, relations are not good. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I don't even know how we move forward with anything at the wall now. I mean, Kimberly's there acting like he's in charge, right? But we know from the previous episode, or we just know that the soldiers are going to be loyal to Armstrong. Okay. So I don't know what's going to go down there. But I really want to see Kimberly get what he's got coming. When they had the snipers out there, I was like, all right, now we got it. Clear shot. He's in view. I don't know, not to say that it wouldn't have done anything, but, who knows what.
I mean, we'll remember the train episode with Kimberly. He had that chunk of metal right through his chest.
Yeah, I mean, so
he was able to survive.
So who knows? It was cool seeing a couple new chimeras just because the style of animation that they used and kind of new beasts, new baddies that Al and Ed need to battle. That was pretty cool. Interesting how quickly the chimera's like, oh, wait. Kimberly is not for us, He was okay burying us, Well, as long as we take out, Ed, you guys are collateral damage also. And so they shifted tones really quick, which I thought was cool, because you had them all trapped down at the bottom, and it was like, okay, what sort of relationship dynamic are we going to get between the two chimeras and Ed now? Seeing that they're both banged up. But that I don't want to say they've been betrayed, but what's the saying? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, or So they have some common ground and not liking Kimberly after he made that mine shaft collapse on him. Look, Al and Scar and our whole crew, they're looking for that little town in the mountains. And of course, right after I said, where are they going to go? They're in the middle of nowhere. Scar's like, I know a town. Yep. Shval and refugee with the slums, which will be interesting. But I'm wondering if, it's not like Ed can go to the doctor at the wall, really. I mean, that's not happening.
Yeah, they're going to have to find May.
So where are they going to find, I wonder if they're going to try looking for a doctor and end up running into May.
And everybody else.
Al, Scar, and their Marco, the whole crew. I wonder if they're going to end up running into them. And if they do, like you said, we have a philosopher's
We have a stone now.
We have one, which is shocking because Kimberly saw the stone go down there. He knew it was down there. So you'd think he would have made an effort to come down and get it somehow.
Well, maybe he will. Maybe the next episode he will do that or something.
I know he's got the other little philosopher.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have two?
But wouldn't you rather?
Of course,
have two?
if you're him, you'd rather have two.
I mean, he seemed like he kind of just abandoned it, but who knows? Guess we'll find out next time.
Well, and then I wonder, is it going to come down to, so they've got the one philosopher's stone from Kimberly. Is it going to come down to where, hey, this is what we needed to get Al's body back, except now we need to use it to save Ed, so we still got to get another one. I wonder if they're going to come to that dilemma.
Get Al's body, save Ed as is. Yeah.
Well, remember, Kimberly was fine. I mean, he still had one, but he would still be healed up and everything. So you could just use it to heal up Ed, and then you can use it on Al.
I guess because Kimberly did use it that way. That's true. It isn't like using it to heal Ed would necessarily deplete it.
The stone wouldn't necessarily.
So that's true too.
Because remember, Father did that earlier on with Gluttony. Like he took the stone out of him, so that way he could reborn.
He can make a new one.
Remake him. I was gonna say reborn him. Is that a word?
I don't know. It's not.
I don't think so.
Sure, it is.
Well, you can be reborn, but
that's
reborn
true.
Him is way off. But anyways, so he created another Gluttony because he had depleted all of the times he could be damaged. So that would be because then at that point they become mortal. So
because like I said, he used up all his regenerative abilities on that version of Gluttony, so he had to make.
So then you just ripped the stone out and then did a whole new one. So so the stones are very powerful, and it seems like they do not deplete anytime soon. So
that stone in the right hands. I wonder who in our group, like obviously, May can heal, without a stone. So like I said, is that can be able to help Al? I mean, gosh, an episode, we're coming up on episode 42. I can't imagine Al's going to get his body back before like the finale or the penultimate episode, but who knows?
Who knows?
Not the pent.
That's why we watch, right? That's why you guys watch. We love this show. We're enjoying it just as much as you are. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm Course Answer. We'll catch you. Jesus. We'll catch you on the next one, pals. All right, let's see if there's any secrets they're going to give us here.
I don't know if it's just because the intensity of the episodes has really cranked up in like the last 3, just with the info they've given us, but it seems like the intros are taking forever.
Intros are like have been like 30 to 40 seconds, but you're like, this is valuable time, guys.
Well, and especially if you were watching week to week, you're like, yeah, I've seen this before.
I can believe that. I mean, 2010 and 2011 would have been intense.
Look at this. He mentions that phrase again here. We believe there's a chance these notes were written in code. Alchemists are typically very protective. But these are almost straightforward. There's something else going on.
We noticed that he uses several different terms for golden immortality across various passages.
That could be the code?
I didn't think that was the real Al at first.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to freak you out like that. So where are we? Why am I in pieces?
You think they could have carried you in one piece?
Yep.
You were too heavy to carry home.
Yep.
So we had to dismantle you.
Sorry to put you guys out like that.
Let's see. This goes...
Isn't that a part of his right shoulder?
Oh boy. She
Reassemble
knows something. Yep.
the pieces.
I think she might be figuring something out.
We need to rearrange the pieces.
Yep.
Golden immortality by physically overlapping them.
I like how they look at each other like, could be right. We gotta try it.
That overlaps here. Oh yeah, right here.
Poor Al's sitting over there. Hey guys, don't worry about me.
So, you know,
Remember how you were going to put me back together?
yeah, Al's still in pieces.
They're all connected.
Oh, boy.
It can't be.
It's the countrywide transmutation circle.
What's gonna happen to our families, our country? It was naive to think someone else's research could save us.
Not gonna give up yet, are you?
Is this really all that you were trying to tell me?
There's gotta be some other message hidden in there.
These guys are ready to give up.
Yeah, I mean,
easy.
come on, Marco. You're smarter than that.
We've got to put it back together and then flip it over.
A new symbol?
But it's activated through Xinghee's alchemy instead.
Look at that.
Oof. Oh, gross.
That fits Kimberly.
What is down yonder?
It's like he's going down below the church trying to find the Knights Templar treasure.
They must have been using this place to dispose of the excess rubble.
Oh, look who it is.
Can I help you with something, Pride?
Any new developments with Scar? Go ahead and carve the crest of blood at Briggs.
The soldiers of Briggs are much stronger and more resourceful than you might realize.
Then use their strength to your favor. Sloth is nearing completion of the tunnel, so there's little time left.
I'd be happy to oblige you.
Yeah, Kimberly doesn't need any motivation.
The situation is still normal here, but we've heard that Kimberly has gone missing.
There was an explosion in one of the mine shafts, but no bodies turned up. They were 2 of Kimberly's men and the Fullmetal Alchemist.
Border war at Pendleton was a massacre.
If the military was hoping for casualties, they sure as hell got them.
That's what they wanted.
They're sending men in to be slaughtered.
Have you spoken with Fury?
They're locked in combat with Arago.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. It's exactly what they need and want.
I'm gonna survive this! I won't die for this!
The higher-ups aren't our biggest fans.
No, they're not.
Bradley's got his soldiers everywhere up here. And the worst part is there's nothing we can do.
Sloth. Does that mean it's complete?
Does this mean I can rest?
The day of reckoning is almost within our grasp.
Oh,
Reckoning.
boy.
What do you mean? We got like 20 more episodes.
It's time to take a lunch break.
I'd love to try your 3-meat pie sometime.
Well, I promise to make it as soon as we get some meat.
As soon as we get some meat.
Would you please give just a little bit of food to these children?
But you have to eat too, okay?
Potato soup.
Yes. May I have some food? Oh.
What's he up to?
Thanks so much.
What brings you all the way out to Lior?
Most people tend to avoid Lior.
You don't say.
Your cooking is a good enough reason to visit.
That's sweet of you to say, but I don't know about that.
A delicious meal and the smile of a lovely young lady are more help than you can imagine.
Easy, pal.
I'm actually looking for the Church of Leto where the riot started.
Wonder why. He's up to no good.
Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Do you know if there's a passage that leads underground?
I can show you where it is.
It's right next to that floating rat.
This was put here to keep people from going any further.
No big deal. I'll just make a bridge.
Just walks across a bridge.
That's alchemy.
Would you mind waiting for me?
I guess. Guess we'll wait.
Why would we wait?
It's enormous. Found it right off the bat, didn't I?
Well, you know who's in there. Oh,
wow.
It's a lot of eyes and teeth.
Okay then, let's see if I can trap it.
Nope. As long as a little bit of light can get through.
Oh dear, he
shadow.
said. Oh dear.
Oh, the light.
It's a
Yeah,
shadow.
there's no shadow.
So I'm assuming that this must be the edge of your container. You'll die if you pass it.
Oh.
You can't survive outside of your container, can you?
The flask. Oh, so that's a twist.
What's wrong? Why the silent treatment? Did I
Got
hit a
your
nerve?
tongue?
Are you angry?
Anger does not exist within me.
Pride the arrogant.
No. Pride the arrogant.
Lust, greed, sloth, gluttony, envy, wrath,
Pride.
pride. You're obviously the first one that he separated. You are the pure essence of your father.
Come with me to see fall.
Tell him Slave 23 will be dropping in quite soon.
Oh. Okay, so I thought he was up to no good in the city, but
Did you find anything? Dangerous and disturbing things not meant for ordinary people.
No.
What exactly were you doing in there?
It's best you don't know.
It's classified.
have to battle a version of himself. I'm still not completely on board with Hohenheim, though. I mean, I know they've been setting it up, but...
Whoa.
Oh, why?
That is a large army.
Drachma is launching an attack from the north. Drachma has declared war and
Exactly
is
what they
approaching.
want.
Well,
Everybody at war.
Got the high ground.
Northern wall of bricks has been called away. Good timing, Mr. Kimley.
Look at that.
My country has long dreamed of the day that we could breach the walls of that abomination.
Let's send a declaration of war.
Prepare to fire!
You're all just part of the experiment. You're all expendable. They want you all dead. So this one has a post-credits. Sir.
This is Zampano reporting in. Dr. Marco and Scar are hiding out in the slums of Aspect.
Oh.
You'll be protected. Dr. Marco. Things are starting to look up.
Oh, what a twist.
Well, maybe that's part of the plan.
It could be. It could be. You know, Roy and Hawkeye were having to talk in code, and, you know, we had the setup with Scar taking Winry, or so they thought. So, you know, maybe it's all a part of it. Who knows? But, man, this episode, look, I know that Hohenheim is being presented in, at least for me, a few different ways, and I don't fully trust them. Now, they kind of gave they gave the idea that, you know, he wants to meet up with Father. He presumably wants to battle him in some way, but it's the classic, but whose side is he on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just, there's still too much going on to see everything as black and white. It's fully believe it's shades of gray. And we've seen as much in the previous episode with the Chimeras helping Ed that, look, once you take away the leadership or the person pulling all the strings, essentially using everybody as sacrifices to get the immortality or the power they want, people pretty much just go on about their way and live and don't really have an animosity for other people. They just kind of do their thing. We saw Drachma attacking the wall, which, again, that's all part of their plan. That's what they want, is just Father needs mass casualties to achieve the stone that he wants to have ultimate power, whatever it might be. I mean, the fact that he pretty much has a certain level of power right now is concerning, to say the least. And now, who knows how big a stone they could make once, they reach their goal. But I did like how, speaking of reaching his goal, Al was able to figure out, flip the paper over. May was able to figure out that everything was connected, and poor Al just had to sit there in pieces and watch. But
put them back together.
And they said, Father's like, oh, we're getting closer to reaching my final goal. And I'm like, man, we still got like 20 some episodes for this all to play out. So are we going to have like 10 episodes of battle and then 10 episodes of follow-up and wrapping the story up? I mean, who knows? But nonetheless, a great story. And we saw that, you and I kind of wondered, we were bouncing the ideas around, well, is Pride truly everywhere? Well, yes, within the confines of what he's allowed to go out and be in. So that was interesting because we didn't really know how far Pride could reach and what he could do. And I thought it was the way the lantern was inside the tunnel that it got rid of all the shadows and said that he couldn't come any closer, but it was just the wall of the new flask that Pride has to operate from within. So that was really cool because Pride up to this point was pretty much impossible to stop, could get through anything, couldn't really be hurt. So I'm glad that we found there's at least limitations there, and maybe that's something that we can work with. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what Hohenheim's got in mind for when he meets up with Father, when we have the two halves of the same coin coming together. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, another really good episode, obviously. I mean, broken record here, but just with Pride the Arrogant. I love that. That's the name that Hohenheim called him. And so we were wondering, I thought it could be pretty much anywhere and everywhere. So finding out that it's just really in like a bottle, just like it was when it was confined to the little two flask is really interesting and very helpful for us to know. And then, so obviously now he knows that there's certain places he can be and when to be there. So that way he doesn't have to worry about Pride. Cause we saw like everything he was doing, it seemed like it was doing nothing to stop Pride. It was able to get through all of his alchemy. So it didn't matter what he did and when he did it. So this was, because everything has to have a little weakness, you'd think, right?
Yeah.
With the exception of Father, we have not seen what his weakness is because, as we talked about, before with Scar, he just pretty much mopped the floor with Scar, and with us, Scar has been one of the top tier guys as far as fighting, and he didn't even bat an eye, didn't even sweat. So like we have yet to figure out what his weakness is, but now we find out that Pride has one. And then it was really interesting when they were giving Kimberly the order of what he needed to do. And he's like, well, they would stick as one up there. He's like, that's why you attack their strengths. So that's why you talk to the Droshman military and like have them attack while you have your own guys on the inside.
Yeah.
And you're going to create more war. And like you said, more casualties, exactly what they needed. And that was a way for Kimberly him being smart and smug, like we said before, was able to figure out, well, then I have an idea for that. This is what I'll do. I'll have another army come in that does want to take him down. We already have cracking on the inside because of my men. They'll fall within a matter of days, maybe, or even hours,
and
or even less.
Father's plan seems to be working. They already had the one battle that the two guys were talking about on the phone about the mass casualties.
Oh, the battle out in the west, the battle down in the south, and there was mass casualties, and it looked like we were almost going to lose one of our guys too that got moved out there. Fortunately, from what we saw, he was able to get somewhere. Hopefully, he got safe, but
because we didn't see it.
No, we did not see it, and we got to see Lior too, where we have Rose and the rest of the citizens where they're rebuilding, and it seems like they're a very tight-knit community that's willing to help out anybody and everybody. She's making enough food, and she's like, nope, nobody gets to take too much in. We all get it. And even when the old woman is like, you don't need to feed me, but my kids, she's like, no, you need to eat as well. So that just shows how much they are together. And then hopefully that's what they figure out, that's what's going to take Father down, is everyone getting together and fighting together against Father. Because I think the big thing is you have your seven deadly things, or your seven things going through you with, lust and everything. They're all viewed
Sins.
as something bad. So if we have the community like where Rose and everyone in Leora building together, is that a way to combat it in some way, shape, or form? Because they're working together and they're in harmony. And, it seems like they're rooting for each other, she just waved and all of them back. Hey, like that's what you would want a community to be. So hopefully that is also like the Achilles heel of what Father's plan is.
Well, and what we saw in the end credits that we usually only watch when we know there's a post-credit scene was the two hands coming together to help, and people helping, not fighting.
Maybe that's what it is that you try to eliminate the sins of the person, and hopefully that can somehow perish and eliminate Father, and that would be quite the interesting twist, like a certain Ghostbusters movie. It's all about unity and singing together that can take down the evils from within. Yes, I did go there with Ghostbusters too. So yeah, another really good episode, and I'm hoping it's just it's the people working together that's how it ends up, taking out Father because
he'll sacrifice the entire planet to get what he wants. He doesn't care. Life means nothing.
Whereas those people are they're not sacrificing anything, but they're working together and they're like working as one unit to rebuild everything for everyone. So.
Yeah, what another really, really solid episode. And the big thing for me is them finally taking that book apart. They've been going through it over and over and over, trying to crack the code, trying to understand what it means. And it was, kind of accidentally that Maya was like, okay, let's try putting this thing in pieces. And, first Marco, no, what'd you do? And then there was another accident with dude sneezing, blew them all apart. And then that's when Al got the idea of flipping everything over. And they learned that, look, there might be a way to counter what the Father is trying to do here. So another really solid episode. It was interesting showing Al and all those pieces like that, and talking about how they had to take them apart to carry them and things like that. That was kind of weird. We've seen him in various stages of being beat up and banged up and stuff like that. But as far as just like fully disassembled, that was definitely interesting. Yeah, as far as the Father's time in the tunnel, that was kind of weird as well. You had.
Hohenheim's in the tunnel?
Or excuse me, Hohenheim. Yeah, Hohenheim. The pride following him up, and kind of revealing itself, and the conversation that they had there about the 7 deadly sins and things like that. So yeah,
I like how he kept it. He talked about him keeping his form. He's like, you're so egotistical.
Yeah, you kept your original form from the homunculi.
Oh, he took time to give him that form.
The double-necked round bottom flask. The double-necked round bottom flask kept his form. We want to be, right here with the terms we use, not actually throw out beaker, because we know that's wrong from previous episodes' research. But yeah, look, this was again another really solid episode. I'm just waiting for something to give us a sign that Al's going to be able to get his body back for real. It's like they'll tease it with one episode, and the next episode they'll like totally forget it. And the one thing that was a big surprise for me is we had such a major cliffhanger at the end of the last episode with Ed and the Chimeras and the tunnel collapse, and we got nothing here for that.
Nada,
literally nothing. All we got was Kimberly walking licking his hand after all that. So for the people who watched this week to week when it came out, they had to be like, what's next? Wait, there was nothing in this whole episode about the collapse, about Ed, about getting him to a doctor, the Chimeras, the Philosopher's Stone. Nada.
Yeah, just
switch gears.
Yeah, just Zampro or whatever, sharing the knowledge via the phone, which I did think it was interesting.
Zampano.
Zampano. I thought it was interesting before they showed the two guys talking over the phone about everything that was happening. They were talking pretty freely. And I know it isn't like they've got, necessarily all the phones bugged, but you just think somebody's listening.
You would think, but what they were both on like pay phones.
Yeah,
so they were doing it in a public place.
They weren't in Central.
Because if they were doing Central, obviously, everyone would know. See, he was in a payphone, and then I believe when we see the other guy that he's talking to, he was also on a payphone because you got to be careful. I mean, that's why they spoke in code. At least with this, I mean, from what they're talking about, it's not any sensitive information.
No,
it's just
common knowledge.
It's just asking, what's going on with you guys? How are you guys doing? And that's that they could do maybe at Central, but because as long as it's not getting in the way, as like Bradley said, as long as it's not getting in the way,
you
can do it.
So just don't
so at least they're being smart because even when our main man got taken out way at the beginning, like he was on a payphone trying to call a Mustang. So they try to be safe about it and speak in code like we saw with Mustang, and I mean we think Olivier maybe, but then also Hawkeye. So they have to be careful, especially when they're in Central, because that's where it's going to be worse.
See, it looks like he's in Central talking on the phone.
So he's not in from.
Oh no, it's
his Central.
Right.
It looked like he was out in like one of the outer buildings that has like nothing. So.
Nonetheless, we can speculate.
We can speculate all we want, and then we got to reveal that below him is Sloth creating the rest of the tunnel. So
I thought the reveal was going to be when they were panning down that there was a shadow there, and of course, Pride would be listening. That's where I thought they were going. But our guy Sloth here just digging the tunnels and connecting everything there.
That is wild.
Yeah, sure, that's not going to be a problem at all, is it?
No, never.
No.
Never. I mean, at least there's tracks in there, so they eventually can put a subway in there.
Yeah, there you go.
You could use it.
Got to think of the positive, if any. So, this show is getting really good. We are absolutely loving it, just like you guys did back in the day. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.